Good evening and welcome to Courts Today by Livelaw. This is your host Urvashi Chauhan bringing you the latest updates on the legal front. This is your go-to source for all things legal. Let us start. The Supreme Court today expressed renewed concerns over the raging farm fires in the states adjacent to Delhi, particularly Punjab. A bench of Justices Sanjay Kishan Kaul, Sudhanshu Dholia and Asanuddin Amanullah was hearing a batch of pleas raising concerns over the deteriorating air quality in the Delhi NCR. As you know, the region typically faces heightened pollution during the winter months, largely due to factors such as stubble burning in neighboring states. Earlier this week, the court had come down heavily on the governments of Punjab, Rajasthan, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh, asking them to immediately stop stubble burning. Attorney General R. Venkataramani, appearing on behalf of the centre today, assured that a comprehensive action plan had been prepared at a meeting held by the Cabinet Secretary together with representatives from all states encompassing the various aspects of the matter. When the amicus curiae Aprajita Singh interjected to point out that farmers were a sensitive constituency that no government wanted to touch as an explanation for the lack of harsh measures, Justice Kaul replied that farmers are a part of the society. They have to be responsible and we also have to be sensitive to what their problems are. The bench urged the governments to come up with emergency measures to douse the fires now, and long-term measures for crop replacement in a phased manner. Also, to encourage crops that do not leave behind stubble that will require burning, including alternative varieties of paddy. And now an update on the infamous Muzaffarnagar school slapping case where a teacher was recorded asking other students to slap a Muslim student in the class. Following the incident, an FIR was registered against the school teacher. Today, the Supreme Court bench comprising Justices Abhay S. Oak and Pankaj Mittal was hearing a petition filed by social activist Tushar Gandhi seeking proper investigation in the case. The court reprimanded the state of Uttar Pradesh and its education department for non-compliance with the orders passed concerning the counselling and admission of the student victim in the infamous case. The court expressed strong dissatisfaction with the lack of proper counselling provided to the child and other students. To rectify this failure, court appointed the Tata Institute of Social Sciences to help with the counselling. The court also directed the Principal Secretary of the Education Department to appear virtually for the next hearing scheduled on 11th December. In another update, the Supreme Court today expressed concerns at the Tamil Nadu Governor R. N. Ravi sitting over several bills passed by the legislature and files submitted by the state government. The bench comprising CJI Chandrachud, Justice J.B. Pardewala and Justice Manoj Mishra issued notice to the union government on the writ petition filed by the Tamil Nadu government. The bench noted that as many as 12 bills were pending with the governor. The bench posted the matter to 20th November and also required the presence of the Attorney General of India or the Solicitor General for assistance. Also, regarding the similar petition filed by State of Punjab, the court held that it is not open for a governor to withhold assent to bills by doubting the validity of the legislative session in which they were passed. The Punjab governor had actually withheld assent on the bills by doubting the validity of the June session of the Punjab Vidhan Sabha in which they were passed. The bench also passed a categorical declaration that the June session of the Punjab Assembly was valid and held that the Punjab governor Banwari Lal Purohit must proceed to decide on the 4 bills which have been submitted for his assent. During the hearing, the CJI also went on to the extent of saying that the governor was playing with fire by withholding assent on the bills. In a significant step towards promoting inclusivity and accessibility, CJI Chandrachud inaugurated the Mitti Cafe in the Supreme Court premises today. In this unique initiative, the cafe is run entirely by differently abled staff. Mitti Cafe has established 38 cafes across the country and served 6 million meals during the challenging times of the COVID-19 pandemic. The CJI expressed his enthusiasm for this joint venture. The inauguration ceremony featured a rendition of national anthem in sign language. Just last year, the CJI had called for a comprehensive accessibility audit of the Supreme Court premises. The goal was to make the justice system more accessible and to understand the challenges faced by specially abled individuals in their interactions with the Supreme Court of India. Even during open court sessions, the CJI has consistently voiced his mission to transform courts across the country into welcoming spaces for lawyers and litigants with disabilities. The Supreme Court today dismissed a PIL seeking directions for making guidelines for the protection of Hinduism in India. So the Apex Court had dismissed the petition in February this year by observing that it was completely misconceived, predicated on the general observations that the Hindu religion is in danger. Today, the bench was considering an application filed by the petitioner to recall the earlier dismissal order. The bench of Justices Sanjay Kishan Kaul, Sudhanshu Dholia and Asanuddin Amanullah refused to recall the order and dismissed the petition as lacking merits. In another update, the Supreme Court granted interim protection from coercive action to two journalists from Financial Times, Benjamin Nicholas Brooke Parkin and Chloe Nina Cornish, who have been summoned by the Gujarat police in relation to an article published in August against the Adani Group. Senior advocate Siddharth Agarwal, appearing for the journalists, also pointed out that under similar circumstances last week, the top court had granted interim protection to another set of journalists, Ravi Nair and Anand Mangnathe, from being arrested by the Gujarat police over a similar article they wrote about the Adani Hindenburg row. He also informed the court that the summons mentions an article published by the Financial Times titled "Secret Paper Trail Reveals Hidden Adani Investors." However, the petitioners who have been summoned are not the ones who wrote the said report. A bench of Justices B.R. Gawai and Prashant Kumar Mishra issued notice in the plea filed by the journalists and directed that no coercive steps be taken against them until the next date of hearing, that is 1st December. The bench also made it clear that the petitioners must cooperate with the investigation. And lastly, a Delhi court has dismissed the pleas moved by Aam Aadmi Party leaders Raghav Chadda and Satyendra Jain against the summons issued to them in a defamation case filed by BJP leader Chahal Bihari Goswami. Special Judge M.K. Nagpal upheld two orders passed by a magisterial court last year summoning the AAP leaders and directing serving of notices for commission of the offence of defamation. The complaint by Goswami has alleged that with the common intention to win the upcoming municipal elections, the AAP leaders were misleading the general public and were allegedly creating a negative image of the councillors of BJP, including himself. I hope you found this video informative and enjoyable. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our future content. You can also support us by donating through the thanks button at the bottom of our videos or consider becoming a member at just 89 rupees per month.